We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Y'all see us tonight. We're on with our late night panel. We're going to be going on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so make sure that you mark your calendars. You can't mark your calendars yet because I ain't give you no time. So when we come up with a time, more likely it's going to be like at 9 o'clock. Well, we're going to figure that out. We're going to figure that out. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button as you pull up. That's absolutely appreciated. Also, if you're watching from X, make sure that you share the video and tag me so I can show you some love. All right. If you're watching from Twitch, do the same. I appreciate that. Man, we about to have a good time. I got some amazing people on the panel with me tonight. I'm not going to introduce them formally. You will get to know them throughout the course of this live stream. All right. So we about to check out some videos. First of all, let me just ask y'all this. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about President Trump?
Gemini.
Complicated.
The greatest to do it.
The greatest.
He's showing everybody what can be done in that office.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not.
Yep.
Y'all see that? See, that's man work. We got a man in the office.
Yeah, I don't listen. It's like
we got a man in the office.
Indeed.
Y'all so damn quiet. First, okay, this is how this goes. Let me tell y'all this. Hold on, wait, god dang it. Y'all ain't gonna do it. This was gonna happen, right? Act like the people not there.
Okay.
Act like the people not there. Act like the chat not there.
It was just a pause, so that's the only reason why I paused.
But it wasn't a pregnant pause.
Like
it's because you said the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear Donald Trump.
Oh, first thing. Okay.
I heard first thing. I didn't hear one word.
Correction, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And you said, did you say what'd you say?
Gemini.
Did you say Gemini?
He is a Gemini. His birthday is his birthday's 10 days after mine. Yep.
Okay. And what was your word, Anna?
I said complicated.
Okay.
Because he is a complicated person in my eyes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Shout out to you on the panel. God bless.
Oh, shout out to you, True Business.
Hey, thank you, True Business. Hey, everybody, don't forget hit the like button, gang. We want to have more likes than we have people in here. That's the thing. We're trying to hit 5 million likes. That's it.
Hey.
Small goal. 5 million likes.
5 million.
5 million likes. All right. I got a couple of joints that I'm gonna show to my panel tonight. We're gonna have a conversation about it, and y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. All right. Our first joint that we're pulling up is our boy Biden is back. Don't know if y'all saw it yet, but Biden has been on The View. I want y'all to check this out and let me know what y'all think, man. We're talking about his mannerisms, everything he's talking about, everything. All right, let's get it.
Mr. President, you had previously said that you thought that you would have won. Since then, Donald Trump won all the battleground states. He made inroads with almost every major demographic, from working class voters to Hispanic men to Black men. Knowing what you know now, do you think you would have beaten him?
Yeah, he's still got 7 million fewer votes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He's still good.
Number one. Number two, they're very close in those toss-up states. It was it wasn't a slam dunk. And look, every time I've been on the show, which I've been fortunate to be on more than once. Thanks for having me. We talk. You guys don't focus on as much, and I think it's good on polling numbers. But let me put it this way: he's had the worst 100 days any president's ever had.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
And I would not say honesty's been a strong point.
Okay, so first of all, do we have any ability to translate whatever language that was? Joe
I was just about to ask because I did not understand anything that was.
I felt like I was watching a glitch. I was like,
we
is
have
this
to
a
ask the
screen
ladies
glitch?
panel or the ladies on the show.
What the heck was he saying?
He said about and then in 100 days, and the 7 million.
You gotta ask the ladies on the show.
Was he was saying
Go ahead, C1.
First 100
No,
days.
I was saying you have to ask the ladies on the show because apparently all of them understood what he was saying.
Yeah, of course they understand gibberish.
One of them even said that's
they
a fact.
speak it fluently.
Yeah, she said one of them said that's a fact. Like, and you wonder why.
Wait, I figured it out, y'all. Joe Biden that's not Joe Biden. Joe Biden's in the last. No, hear me out. Joe Biden, that's not Joe Biden. That's Pootie Tang. You know how like Pootie Tang will say something, he's like sipping high on the tippy time, my damies, and everybody like, yeah. That's who he is. If y'all don't know who Pootie Tang is, his old Chris Rock character that just mumbled his way through things and acted like a pimp. Well, I mean, let's face it, he pimped the American people and did nothing for them for 4 years, and then another 8 with Obama, and now he's up there speaking gibberish, and everybody's acting like they know what he was saying.
And the whole audience, no, not just the panel though. The people in the audience actually clapped. I guess because it says applause.
There's a sign.
But you know what kills me too?
Why? I wouldn't even clap to that. Like
you'll go online and you'll hear people talking about Trump can't even talk. He's just slurring his word. For real? And then you watch this and say nothing.
I've seen Trump talk and have his teeth fall out and sound more coherent than Biden. Like, nah.
That's disgusting. Those women should be held to a standard. Those women should be asked some questions. This is you support this? This is what you pretend that this is acceptable? Nobody understood him except for y'all, apparently. So
well, the only reason for the view is for the president, the ex-president, to come up there and be a sounding board and to be propped up and be clapped for and be praised and to say whatever the hell he wanted to say. And they treat him like the old man in church. You ain't got to understand him. You know he says something, and you know whether some wisdom came from him or not, you're still going to show him some love, because that's what the View is there for, to support anything that's democratic, that's propaganda-esque. And that's exactly what they did. And they did not question nor challenge him when he said something about Trump's first 100 days.
I have one question though. Okay, I actually have 2 questions. One, what did he actually say? Because I did not understand any part of it except for the fact where they said that he said that Trump had the worst first 100 days. And
go ahead. I'm gonna answer the first one when you're done.
Okay, thank you. I hope you have a transcript of it.
No, I know what he was saying.
What was he saying?
Biden. I voted for him.
You voted for him.
I
don't believe that for a second, man.
Huh?
I do not believe that for a second.
I'm so serious. I voted for Biden. I voted for Obama twice. I voted for Biden. I voted for I was a Democrat up until
voting
for Trump.
You vote for that Democrat twice.
Twice. No, not twice. Not twice. Not twice. But I did vote for him in 2020 because and I shouldn't have, but I voted for him. But then I voted for Trump in 2024. But what he was saying was people barely came out. The numbers wasn't as high as they should have been. He also said in the battleground states it was far tighter than it should have been. So he believes that if he was running, that he would have gotten those extra votes, so more people to come out. And he's really throwing some shade at Kamala is what he's doing. And they're allowing him to do it. Nobody's checking him. But what he's saying is, if it was me instead of Kamala, Trump wouldn't be in the White House right now.
So he is full throttle in dementia right now.
Pretty much.
Because, I mean, come on.
The man told you back in summer of 2024, he beat Medicare. That should have been everything you needed to know. He beat Medicare.
He said he beat Medicare?
Yeah, during that debate, he said,
I
beat Medicare. And Trump said,
beat it to
I
death.
don't even know. I don't even think he knows what he said. Absolutely horrible.
I think that's when Trump said, yeah, you beat it to death.
It's like, yeah, Joe, you beat it to death. Yeah, C1, you're right.
Oh man,
it's a joke. Like that's an embarrassment. That segment right there is an embarrassment. Like,
I mean, politics is an embarrassment in itself. Like the fact that people are actually still voting for a system that is just not really conducive when we're signing up for the BS and we're like, oh yeah, I'm going to take either one. And oh my God, I got to pick when you really don't have to. There's always a choice. But
Lucky,
But the politics is part of life. Like you're not escaping politics.
You're not getting around it.
Can I just point one thing out? The reason that politics changed since Trump stepped foot into politics is because he was never a political figure, even though he had political opinions. And he was a lifelong Democrat. And once he saw the shift that the Democrat Party made, he ran as a Republican, but he was not the typical Republican. He didn't run on any of the traditional Republican values. And he shifted the Republican Party in a way where he brought them more towards the center, even though all of the headlines and all of media likes to say that they're far right and extremist and all of this stuff. He brought the right more towards the center, and the left just completely went crazy and went off the cliff on the left.
Yeah. So Trump represents normality. Trump is not far right. He's a normal guy, like we all know normal. The left went so far left that being normal is being considered far right now.
Okay.
Saying normal things, saying that just normal things is considered being far right.
Yes.
I mean, one example you can look at is the immigration policy. The immigration policy that Trump has is the same one that Obama had, and
same one that Clinton had.
Exactly. But now the mainstream media will paint Trump's policy as xenophobic or racist or
that's because it is
inhumane.
That's because it is.
What do you mean?
To the people who are offended and want to cry victim, it's racist and it's xenophobic. It's everything that they say.
Why was it not racist and xenophobic when Obama was doing it?
Because they were in favor of Obama. They're not in favor of Trump.
Right.
Exactly. But see, that's my
that's simple.
So their perspective is still valid because it's their perspective. It doesn't make it a right or wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand that, but my point is politics should shift back towards policies rather than the person.
Yeah, the thing, Anna, that I think you're missing is that there's no entertainment value in policies. Like they're looking to shock and awe. I tell people all the time the WWE is realer than half of these people's alleged public political opinions. So you got to understand that this is all a game, because if you knew what was in some of those policies, God rest his soul, John McCain was trying to tell folks years ago when he was running for president that a lot of these bills that they put in, the reason that they're 900 pages is because they put all this dumb stuff in it that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, and it's called pork. We don't read none of them bills. And we trust these people that we've given our votes to go do their job. And you know what they're doing? They cashing out. You got Jasmine Crockett doing Kendrick Lamar dance skits. So what you expect?
Hey, Dave, I want to add to that, brother.
Sure.
So about the pork is something that they was trying to trick the Democrats with by trying to say that they could not clear up the border. They could not get rid of the illegal immigrants because they had to go through Congress and the border bill. People did not realize that only 12% of the money that came through the border bill was for the actual border. The rest was for Ukraine and a whole bunch of other BS that they were trying to funnel back in their pockets through other countries. Yeah. So they was playing in our faces that whole time. But the Democrats was eating it up. The conservatives the entire time was like, bro, all y'all got to do is write an executive order and get it done. They was like, no, we can't do it. Then Trump kicks in the door and get it done. In his first day, on the first day,
he wasn't even in there 2 hours, man.
2 hours.
He wasn't in there 2 hours.
2 hours.
But he told that's where a lot of people knew that Kamala lost the race, because he was like, what I need you to do is just go down there right now at like 4:30 in the afternoon, wake your boss up and get him to just write an executive order to close the border. Fine, close it, and then, but he won't do it now, will he? And that's the truth. At that point, when you know what it is, and you're talking about somebody who has been president before and has started to blow the lid off a lot of stuff, you know, at that point it was a wrap. And you know, Biden and his handler on The View, bro, like
his handler,
yeah, Joe.
Joe is his handler?
No, Jill is his handler.
Jill. You
Jill
did
Biden.
great, Joe. You answered all the questions, Joe.
All the questions. That's how they all talk to him. Remember when they won the election? Joe, we did it, Joe.
You did a great job. We did it, Joe.
They all talk to him like that because he's not there.
But I will have you. Do y'all know what BBC means?
Yeah.
Okay.
British,
Wait.
Big booty.
Joe Biden did an interview on a network called BBC.
Yeah, the British broadcast.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I just heard what I said when I asked that.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on. My bad.
Did he know that that's what he was doing, or did he think it was something else?
I don't know what he thought it was. Maybe his son thought it was going to be a good time. I want y'all to see this right here, and we be right back. Check this out, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
It's a question you know lots of people ask you, Mr. President. Did you leave it too late? Should you have withdrawn earlier, given someone else a bigger chance?
I don't think it would have mattered. We left at a time when we had a good candidate. She was fully funded, and what happened was, I had become what we had set out to do. No one thought we could do, and become so successful on our agenda. It was hard to say, "No, I'm going to stop now." I meant what I said when I started. That I think I'm prepared to hand this to the next generation. It's a transition government. But things move so quickly that it made it difficult to walk away, and it was a hard decision. But
regrets, though?
No, I think it was the right decision. I think that it was just a difficult decision.
But you shouldn't have taken it earlier.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know how that would have made much difference.
Oh.
How do you not know how that would have not made a difference? Everyone for months, I'm sorry, but dang near a year was saying that you were not fit to be in office. How is it that you're that deluded? I mean, him saying it, I can understand because he's not there. So
yeah, the problem is nobody holds everybody around him who was part of that racket, because it's a racket. They need to do a RICO on everybody in the Biden administration, because Kamala.
Whoa.
No, let me explain why. Because Kamala said, "Oh, no, Joe is in there with people, 5 times younger than him. He's running laps around him." And Elizabeth Warren was saying, "Oh no, he's as sharp as a tack. This, that, and the third." And then when they asked Elizabeth Warren, now when looking back on this, you said he was as sharp. Is he as sharp as you are? And she just, well, I was saying, based on what I saw. All of a sudden, they started doing this backtrack shuffle, and everybody knew, and CNN and everybody like there needs to be we need to recode them like they're Rico and Puffy. Because this man literally sounded like a broke homeboy from the hood talking about, see what had happened was I don't think it would have made it. He sounded like that owl from the Tootsie Roll commercial. I never made it without biting. Bruh.
All he was doing was, just in case you guys didn't catch on to this one part right here, he really did want to continue. When he became the president, he was supposed to be a one-term president. That's why he said, I'm a president for the next generation. I'm passing it on to Kamala. And he was planning on, that was the plan all along. He wanted to be a
transitional president.
He was going to be a transitional president. Yeah. And that's why on Breakfast Club, Charlemagne, the dude knew that. And he told him that, if you're going to run, the only way black people will get behind you is if you got a black woman with you. That way, when you transition, it will be a black woman who takes the helm. So a lot of people were buying into that, and they thought it was going to happen. That whole 4 years, they was just getting ready. They was prepping. That was them prepping Kamala, so to speak, like giving her a crash course on being a president.
Okay, but if you're gonna pick a black female running mate, why not pick somebody that actually has a functioning brain?
I thought you was going to say somebody.
Why not? Why pick somebody that is so notorious for doing the most damage to the black community? Because I'm from California and I know exactly the reputation that she has and what she has done.
No, we're
not
wanted
somebody that was going to complete their objective.
Yeah,
like it's not about how smart she is and what she. It's about they're operating like a gang.
They need a manager. That's
you
it.
know what I'm saying? They're operating like a gang.
But the thing that you guys are missing is Kamala was trying to get y'all to see what can be, but be unburdened by what has been. Anna is still burdened by what has been and not focusing on what can be. That is
we have all been unburdened by what has been.
The second she didn't get the job.
Yeah, we dodged the missile with that one.
Whew.
Van, I will still never get over the fact that somebody said that I sound like Kamala on a live stream years ago.
You do kind of sound like Kamala, though.
No, don't say that. I need to focus on my tone then.
Why?
It's not.
I think you like that you sound like Kamala.
No.
Look at her face.
But she's still offended.
Hey,
y'all. Hope you all have a good night and God bless each others. Thank you, Weezy. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Appreciate the super chat. You know what I mean? We got some good people over here. I just think that I don't think he's all the way there. I'm with you, Anna P. I'm with you. I don't think he's all the way there. Early onset dementia was spotted 2 years ago.
Yeah,
right? That's 2 years ago. People spotted it, and they was just throwing it out like, "Come on, that's fake. That's fake. Come on, why would y'all even do that? Respect the office. Our president is sharp. Stop saying that he's losing his mind. Respect the office."
He was falling up the stairs. He was falling down the stairs. He fell off the bike.
Off the bike that was standing still. The bike was standing still, and he fell into a bush.
And they were pretending that it wasn't happening.
They said it was deep fakes.
Yeah, it's on camera.
This dude would be on the microphone at the podium, then turn around and walk in the bushes some damn way. He just walk in the woods. He don't know where his seat is. Somebody gotta go grab him and Mr. President.
Redirect him.
First of all, he
Then he
need
be
to go
sniffing
over.
people.
Okay, you know what really actually upsets me?
Mm.
I lost my grandmother to Alzheimer's and dementia, and I saw her decline. And with Biden, I could see it clearly, clear as day. It's the same symptoms that I witnessed in my own grandmother. And seeing people take advantage of that kind of a mental decline in an elderly person where he doesn't know what the heck is going on. And they are still filling him up with drugs just so he can play the puppet role that they want him to play.
Like what kind of
That's elder abuse.
elder abuse? What kind of wife
And
do you have?
what kind of wife do you have? What kind of family do you have? What kind of surroundings? The people around him. It's I may not agree with Biden on policy, especially given the policies that he had when he was still sane in his mind. I won't agree with that. But at the end of the day, I do have sympathy for him as a person where, as an elderly and senile person, the people that he should be trusting to take care of him around him were taking advantage of him for their own goals.
But hold on, I want to pull back on that because I don't know if they're taking advantage. He's in on the hustle too. He's not no angel.
I'm not saying he's an angel. I'm saying his policies when he was
down with them.
I understand that, but I'm saying right now at this moment in time, he was not sane in his head. He was not consciously there, and he still isn't. But people will abuse and take advantage of the mental state that he is in order to get to their goal. And that is something that is just beyond evil in my eyes, because I witnessed it firsthand with my own grandmother.
And I'm gonna go with the conspiracy theorist in me, that I believe that could it's all possible act. I don't believe that you just out there stumbling and bumbling and all around and something is up. Like putting on a show. There's some kind of show.
No, that happens with Alzheimer's and dementia. That happens.
No, I believe that happens. I understand with that. I'm talking about with Joe Biden. Something is going on. There's smoke and mirrors. Something's funny.
Well, I don't know. I mean, whoever, if he's going along with making himself look like a double S hockey sticks, then like, I don't know.
But you got to think about it. Think about it. Don't think about it from just a surface level where it's just like, yo, I'm gonna be, yo. If we have a plan, and somebody has to have a full. Somebody has to play the role. Yo, all right. This is my role. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? We're executing a plan.
Well, honestly, I don't even care that much. Like, yeah, it's just not even that deep for me to get that deep into that thought because, like,
if there was a plan, exactly it backfired.
What it means. It's just
the only reason that I care
because it's still going. It didn't backfire yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's active right now. It's working.
Okay, what I was gonna say is the only reason that I would care is because even I forgot what I was gonna say.
How in the world you wait your turn to jump in the double dutch rope and you weren't ready?
Well, I'll tell you why.
It's okay. Look, go ahead.
No, it's my ADD. I completely forgot because
I got that too.
It's because once again, if we're being lied to and it's a smoke and mirror show like that means something. These are the people that are making the laws that run our lives, our children's life, our family. Like, it does mean something at the end of the day to me. I don't care. So if we don't care, then we just, then just whatever. It's just whatever. Because accept anything.
So I care about my legacy. I care about the impact I have on my community. I do care about those things. I don't really care to go to divulge into, because I know that politics is all just smoke and mirrors anyway. Dealing with politicians on a first up close basis is all smoke and mirrors. They're one person 1 minute, the next person they're not. That's every politician that I know personally. Okay. So whether it's this role of smoke and mirrors or that role of smoke and mirrors, it's all a show either way. And I just choose not to have my head so far up in the clouds that I'm losing sight of what really is important, like my legacy, like agriculture, like social injustices and those types of things. Everything else to me is just, what are we
Now,
sitting
hold on,
here?
but I have to say this though, because I get what you're saying, Lucky, and I get what you're saying, C1. I will say this though: if we put power in the wrong hands, they take advantage of it.
Mhm.
Like Brandon Johnson in Chicago.
Right.
This Negro, he's spending $30,000 a month on looking pretty, paying his bills and everything. And the way that he justify it is he says, I'm spending this money at black businesses. I'm getting my hair cut at a black barbershop. I'm getting my suit tailored at a black suit place. But what he's doing is, instead of paying $100 for a haircut, he's running $1,000 to them. And they're running like a little scam. So
Money laundering.
everything he does is like he's just trying to act like I'm spending the money, but it's taxpayers' money. It's citizens of Chicago that's paying for his first class tickets and his freshly cut suits and everything he drives. So basically, the politicians, when they wear that face, that fake face, and then they go out there and do whatever, we got to hold them accountable, because if we don't, they could potentially become a governor, they could potentially become a president. You know what I mean?
So how are we going to hold them accountable? I feel like we spent a lot of time talking about problems and all these different things of what this is and what that is. Okay, so let's just move forward and figure out how to do it and do it. The problem is that we're all not actively on the same page, hence why we have platforms like this to kind of share those types of solutions so we can get to that point. That's what I like. I'm like, I know there's a problem. I know what it is. We've identified it and we keep identifying it. Okay, so how can we identify a solution that's somewhat of a medium to where I am, to where C1 is, to where you are, Anna, and David?
It's part of it is like you said, like you have to call it out. When we try to skip past it and just get to no, we got to call it out. What is it? Because a lot of people don't agree, like a lot, because it's a taboo subject. It easily gets people flustered, and they just like, all right, man, just chalk it all up. They all guilty. They all this, they all that. But I think that's dangerous, because the same way we don't want to hear all black people like this, all white people. It's not all politicians can't be negative or bad. It has to be some kind of, they're arguing, amongst each other for some reason.
Here's why I think that it's dangerous if we don't care. All right. So check this out. People stopped caring when Twitter got so loud saying that the Hunter Biden laptop was fake. And when they started saying that, they started anybody who tried to share the real information, they got put in a category of children prono. Yeah, I know the word. I can't say it. Mm-hmm. And you got banned off of social media websites just for trying to show people the truth. Well, all of these social media platforms was trying to protect the direction of, I don't know if it's an oligarchy like Bernie Sanders talks about. I don't know who exactly are financing these dudes, these billionaires that's on the left and on the right that's trying their best to control the narrative. We allow people to control the narrative whenever we take the back seat and say, you know what, it'll figure itself out. Politicians are politicians. They'll do what they do. I'm just going to play my part and only watch over for my family and let them do all that nonsense that they got going on. And that's what they want. They want us to just let them take the wheel and just do anything without any repercussions whatsoever.
Yeah. Next thing they'll have you buying bags at the store and just doing all kind of silliness.
Buying trash, buying paper bags, paper what you call them, shopping bags for 10 cents.
Right.
10 cents. Just do it.
And you doing all the damn work.
Yep, little bits at a time. Had them checking themselves out and still getting no discount.
Correct.
Like,
whoa,
it's
and you on the show?
I know.
C1,
So.
can you explain? C1, can you explain to her that she's on the show?
I'm on the show, and that doesn't mean I can't support.
What?
I can support the cause that I'm a part of.
This is probably podcast history. First of all, thank you so much for the super chat. But when you're on the panel,
I can still share. I can pass a message onto the chat in a way that's gonna stay up on their banner so that they know what to do.
Go ahead, Anna.
Lead by example.
I keep saying Anna.
Thank you.
She's leading by example. Thank you so much. All right, so let's move on to our next story. I want to hear what y'all have to say about this. A brand new, beautiful, amazing, gorgeous statue was brought up in
oh man,
Times Square.
Here we go.
A 20-foot statue. Go ahead. It's on y'all. This the new statue in Times Square right here.
They were comparing this to Michelangelo's David.
Go
statue.
home. Log out. Take your super chat money back and get off my damn screen right now. She said,
no. I'm not saying I'm comparing it to that. I'm saying on the shade room, that's what they were comparing it to.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't.
I'm just
That's
okay.
what this is for. This is the way I saw this. I saw it the same way as when I heard Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
This is a sneaky way to cause division.
Amen.
The same way you said Black Lives Matter and you, oh no, it's a good cause. Man, the name is the stupid name alone is causing division.
How can a picture cause division? I mean, how can a statue cause division?
This big statue in the middle of Times Square is because if you say anything about it and you're white, oh, you're racist. You don't want to see that. I know what this is for.
Let's just state the fact here.
They hitting you with the okie doke right there.
It's unhealthy. This is so unhealthy in so many different levels. You couldn't promote. There was no other. Like, we are portrayed in so many different lights. Mm-hmm. I don't like this one though. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kind of rubbed me the wrong way because it's promoting toxicity. It's very divisive too as well because that is not how we're portraying.
The problem is, and when I say this, I mean this with all the love and deference and respect I have for my people. Too many of us allow this. We allow this to go unchecked. You would never see them in some alternate universe, in like Earth 346, where Super Mario didn't exist. You wouldn't have no Italian dude have a 12-foot statue and a 20-foot statue in the middle of Times Square with a pizza in one hand. Like the stereotype is horrible enough. Now we know all the things that are plaguing the Black community, from obesity and things like this, but this is not the representation
even of
a Black woman. The hands on the hips, the sassiness, the slack jaw, the fupa. You know what I'm saying? the Jamel Hill 6-week braids in. Like, come on, man. This is absolutely disgusting and despicable.
This looks like somebody auntie who coming like it's just I don't like it.
I thought it was Rasputia.
You know what really, really disrespects me? Not even a racial thing, just a woman thing. Why does she not have a bra on that supports her bra?
That's what I said. They just hanging out there.
Why? It's just,
you know why? Because they like that big old unattractive mammy image.
like as a woman, it's not even racial. Just as a woman,
it's
that does not look
lopsided.
good.
It's not even, bro. Like
exactly.
like,
Come
this
on.
is not who designed this. I need to know. Can someone like Google?
I want to fight them.
Like who designed this statue? Because then that may also say
it's inherently racial because you can't name me a Hispanic woman that would have put up with this. There would have been so many Hispanic women in the streets talking about no mas.
I wouldn't say that.
It would not have happened.
I feel like a lot of people didn't even know this was in the works. That's the problem.
Surprise! It's a weapon of mass distraction.
And then y'all put it. And then y'all put it in the middle of out of all places.
Yeah, because they want you to know the same way they put the Statue of Liberty on Ellis Island after they made it a bunch of changes on it, because the Statue of Liberty was originally a black woman.
Yes, it was. It sure was.
And the only thing they could keep was the chains on her feet. All of this is by design. I talk about this in my book because they keep playing in our faces, and the more we allow, just like the stupid reality TV, just like they sell, all the lashes and all the bad food and all the stuff in our community, we do absolutely nothing about it. They're going to continue to do this. Now you got people coming and putting, orange is the new black jumpsuits on her. Like, come on, man. We good.
Yeah.
It's a no for me.
Yep. It's a setup.
It's a no for you.
It's a no for me.
It's a no for me. It's definitely a cancel. I won't be taking no pictures I'm not taking any pictures by that statue.
But you know who will? Everybody in the world. Can you imagine how many Japanese tourists is going to come back to Osaka with pictures? Hurry up! Come on.
You know what it is? It's what was discussed before we went on live, and it's the soft bigotry of low expectations.
Low expectations.
And that is something that has been sold to not just Black communities, but all minority communities, where the stereotypes that you're labeled with is what you should strive for and consider as your culture.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the 20-foot Hispanic statue in the middle of a major world thoroughfare that has been up and been lauded and heralded like this. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm just not aware of it. We all deal with stereotypes, but I've never seen anything as disgusting, as despicable as what they're doing to Black women by doing this.
Yeah.
Specific. I'm not saying it's not, to me, and when I say this respectfully. I get the whole people of color thing and racial stereotypes thing, but there is not an equivalent you can point to that is as despicable as this is. And they keep playing in Black women's faces, and it continues to be allowed. They're seeing how far they can take it. It's just like, buying your own groceries, bagging your own groceries, buying them bags, doing all that other stuff. It's the same thing over and over again. It's a blatant attack on Black women, and anybody who celebrates this needs to be drug out to the street and dragged.
They're using those Black women for destruction.
Yep.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Yep.
This is there to put a battery in a certain woman's back.
Yep.
Big back. Doing something that exemplifies the strength, the actual spiritual and emotional, and
you celebrate bad behavior.
Wait, what?
Instead of having something that is exemplifying the spiritual and emotional strength of Black women, they go with this. That's the problem.
Right.
Because all of the Black women that I know, they would laugh at this.
But you have some that would support it, surprisingly.
Of course, because they like representation more than they like
oh my God, yeah, go off, sis.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that.
There's a lot that would support this.
Oh, she looks good. Why y'all hating? It's a Black woman. We represented in all shades and colors, and this, that, and third. They would be oblivious.
Exactly.
The fact that they go. I see people go on girls' pages, and I'm sorry, I am not about to support toxicity on no level, but I can see value in a lot of people. So I would say, oh, you have a beautiful smile. But I wouldn't dare say, oh my God, you look baddish in that outfit, when I know you really look bad in that outfit.
Let me ask y'all this. I think
that's a woman thing, not a racial thing.
It's not.
Women do that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, to me, that's what's going to happen with this. It's going to be like, oh my God, that's what my mother looked like, and this is that and the third. And
I mean, but I have a question for you, and great point, Lucky. I know exactly what you're saying. What about the fact that there's majority white men statues around the country, and there's no black women statues anywhere in the country? I mean, wait. I'm just saying.
A black man. Why we couldn't put a black man, a robust black man who looks strong,
a
and
black man is next, maybe,
and powerful, and all. Why we couldn't do that?
We got Frederick Douglass. We got Dr. Martin Luther the King.
No, I'm not.
And now we got Letitia James, Rasputia Lattimore.
How you doing?
How you doing? Hey, true business. What most people don't understand is that politics is local. If you're not involved, listen. If you're not involved or at least educated, please do not vote. And yeah, that statue is a psyop to piss people off.
That is very true, because they are pushing full force to push the racial divide in this country.
Yeah.
I can see it, because the other day, I don't know if you guys follow the Shade Room the way that I do, but
no. You follow the Shade Room?
I do.
You be wanting all the tea?
I read the comments and it pisses me off so much sometimes because of the lack of critical thinking in there. And no, it's not a racial thing. It's just the people that bite the bait in terms of what the Shade Room casts are not critical thinkers.
It's low IQ. It's a low IQ audience.
Right. But the thing that I think you need to understand, and I don't know if people are having these conversations, but allow me to be the Negro to break it to you. The majority of the product that the Shade Room puts out is the worst image of black people in America. And so what happens is it's not just for low IQ black people to watch it. It's for everybody to be entertained by it. It is nothing more than Sarah Bartman or any of these other minstrel shows that people think it's okay, because I look at it and it's cool and I get pissed off in the comments, but you're there. You're paying and participating in weaponized racism by giving it your eyes and your attention. And that in and of itself does damage, because that's the same psychology that goes into why we got black women dying at alarming rates in hospitals, being told their only option is abortion. Serena Williams and Beyonce both almost dying trying to give birth because they think that black women are tough. Black women got, a higher pain threshold or don't feel pain at all. Like this stuff that they continue to put out, making a mockery of who black women are, is one of the biggest psyops on the face of the planet. And this is just another thing to say, oh, they're not going to do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
they will support it because we just like to be seen.
That's it. Representation is more important than self-respect.
Facts.
In terms of the Shade Room, what I was going to say was a few days ago, I noticed that there was the entire day, they just had nonstop posts about Trump that was deliberate to trigger a response from their audience. Without context. And the comment section was stupid as hell. And it blows my mind. I genuinely think if Doge is going to look into anything, they need to look into the funding for social media platforms like the Shade Room and look into who's funding what kind of things are being broadcasted and posted onto those sites.
Here's the thing. The Shade Room this live stream is sponsored by
the Shade Room
pistachios. No, the Shade Room is gay. So the gay community is on the left. So most of what they have is going to be left-leaning. They're going to have people that support the LGBTQAI plus community heavy. So that's who their audience is. Now you're part of their audience, but you're not the audience that they want.
They don't want me.
They want to piss
Because
you
I
off.
argue with people in there.
Right,
Yeah,
but
they
you're
want to piss
there.
you off. They want to, they want to, nag you and poke you, but you're not their audience.
Right. The best way for something to go away is to stop giving it your undivided attention that they make money off of. And a lot of times you'll see these sites, whether it's Media Takeout, the Shade Room, they're owned by people who look like they're foundational Black Americans, but they're 9 times out of 10 Africans. The same thing, with this particular site. And they do that and they make a mockery of us and they continue to perpetuate that stereotype. So this is, more the same.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't understand why anybody would want to deceive their own community.
That's not their community.
Believing a lie.
It's not their community.
Not with the burger.
That's not their community. Like, for example, that's like saying, for example, like my dad's best friend was Korean, right? Korean people are not Chinese people. They are all Asian, but they're not, it's not the same thing. So if a woman from Nigeria who owns a Shade Room is making money off of making fun of foundational Black Americans, that's not her community. She's just taking money out of the pain of that community, because our pain is profit all across the world. This is nothing new.
You're right. I didn't think about it that way.
Too. You have that domestically too, because you got people like Al Sharpton, Joy Reid's, like
multimillionaires cashing out.
Yeah, they're all
Cashing
doing
out.
It's not a regional thing.
No,
it's people. It's within that person.
Yeah, it's a cultural thing. Al Sharpton's a money-grabbing foundational Black American that we need to shame, and Joy Reid was a non-foundational Black American. I believe she's Haitian. So it's people who are not a part of the culture.
But it's like we were saying the other day. It's disagreeable people. It's agreeable people. And they come from every country on the planet, all over the world. You're going to find somebody that's no good and up to no good.
Sure.
All right, let me read these super chats very quick. Van, it's a fat guy in a little coat. Remember that drink? Fat guy in a little coat. That's I think that's Saturday night. No, that's not Saturday night. That's Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy when Chris Farley, the SNL actor, fat guy, he was short and stubby. He was funny as hell. He played the man that lived in the van by the river.
I'm gonna be down by the van by the river.
Yeah, that guy. Nah, it's because it can be a man or a woman. It's because it can be a man or a woman. Okay. Thank you, True Business. Big Tush, Queen Sapphire stereotype. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tijuana, the border jumper. All right, guys. So since we started very late, we're going to go ahead and cut it unless y'all got one more story in you. I got one more story in you. Y'all ready to rock?
I want to continue.
Yeah, of course.
Listen, everybody need to say it. Like,
let's get one more and get out of here then. That's fine. Last
right.
one, best one.
Now this one right here, I gotta discuss it because I got it on my inside of my what you call them inside of my on my title. I got on my title. All right,
let's go.
So Letitia James. Letitia James is under investigation officially. She is officially FBI open formal criminal probe into New York AG Letitia James over alleged mortgage fraud. Don't know if y'all know this, but in order for her to get the mortgage, she named her dad as her husband on the application in order to get the mortgage. Also, in one of her other properties, in order to get the property to appraise at a certain amount. She said that no. What was it? She said that it had 4 units in it when it actually had 5 units in it. So she was trying to underplay it so she wouldn't have to pay a certain amount of money. Go ahead, big dog.
But wasn't that the thing that they was trying to get President Trump?
That's the
And
exact thing.
didn't she? But wait, but wasn't she the one who was running her whole campaign on how she was going to do whatever she had to do to get Trump? And she was doing the same thing. This is about as hypocritical as when Bill Clinton was doing things in the Oval Office and Newt Gingrich was standing up there acting like he was the moral majority, and he was doing some things too. Like, bruh, lock her up.
Yes.
Lock her up just for being a hypocrite.
Yep. And the Democrats will not talk about this.
No, of course not. It don't fit their narrative.
You know, ask one, and you just gonna watch their face go blank, and move on to the next subject.
Oh, they're not going to talk about this, C1.
Yep, let's talk about something else. Oh, that's when you're gonna hear, "Oh, I'm not into politics."
So the only reason why they've been trying to call she actually thought she won the suit against Trump where he had to pay like $400+ million because she said that he was culpable in mortgage fraud. Well, right now she is doing the same thing but on another level. And when Trump did it, guess what? The bank that he's supposed to have defrauded, they actually said, no, we got our money back in full. Everything's fine. Business as usual. We don't have any problems with them. So I don't know why this lawyer is trying to put us in it because we're good business. We loaned him some money. He paid it all back, every single penny.
And he paid it back early before the deadline and with the full interest that was required. So
yeah,
who's the victim here?
They just needed him so that they could say things like 34 felonies, convicted felon, because they don't want to say things like, you know, first Black apprentice or #1 show in the Black community, getting Arsenio Hall his show back, taking care of Jesse Jackson's not 1 but 2 campaigns. Like, they don't want to do any of that because before 2016 wasn't nobody calling this man a racist.
Nope.
So
Sarah Johnson is completely right. Van, I don't know if you saw the super chat, but Sarah Johnson is completely right. They accuse Republicans and Trump of everything that they are guilty of.
Yep.
And they do that preemptively so that once anybody from the Republican administration goes after the actual corruption that exists within the Democrat Party, they can say, oh, this is retaliation for what the investigations that we were doing.
And they know that their audience bites the headline.
Exactly. They don't read the article. They don't do their research.
Yep. They're cool. They run with the narrative and that's it. They just need the headline. That's like the Shade Room. What the Shade Room does, just give them headlines. No context.
Headline, not the headline. That's it.
Yeah, no context or anything like that. Just the headline, and the sheep gonna run with it.
Every time.
It's sad. They really, really have such a low expectation, not just of minorities in America, but of Americans in general. They think we're so stupid that we'll fall for anything.
But
that's because the majority of us are.
Yeah,
we have been for so long.
It's our fault. We gotta take accountability. When we say let them do it all the time, it falls on us. You know what I'm saying? It's like you hired somebody to do your lawn and you never check it. And now he's just collecting a check and he never cuts it. You never check it. That's your fault now, not his fault.
That's like all these apps that we continue to put on our phone and they just keep on taking $12 out of our account every month and we don't even know. $5 out, $12 out, $20 out.
Yep.
Every time.
We don't check it. It's at the end, it falls on us. So it's like it's with freedom comes great responsibility. And freedom is not free. You have to do something for it.
Right.
Exactly. That's the part that a lot of Americans don't understand. And like I said on previous lives that we've had, it's a part of American privilege where Americans themselves don't know how good they have it. That the cost of freedom is so high. And because it's just given to you on a silver platter at birth, you don't realize how blessed you are to be able to speak freely and to have the freedom that you do in this country that you don't in other countries. And everyone wants to compare the US to Europe and Canada when it comes to healthcare and all of this stuff. There are so many instances where I see videos of people that are waiting over a year for healthcare services that are immediate need in Canada, or people that are being arrested for something that they posted or retweeted in Europe. People don't know how good they have it here, and they take it for granted, and that is going to be the downfall of the US if we let it continue.
Yep, you gotta grab the wheel back. It says we the people for a reason. That's why I hate to hear when people say, "Oh, we can't do anything." No,
you can. Of course, you can have impact.
Yep, you can do it. You choose not to do it. It's a difference.
Onaka Sanders is completely correct in the chat. She said, like that lady that was complaining about not having snacks in Africa. Completely right. Did you guys see the video of the?
Yeah, that was a 4-year-old video.
Yeah, it was 4 years old, but it was when Trump was in office. She moved to Africa, but
yeah, I mean, I covered that video.
Is American privilege.
I covered that video, but the thing is, we learn at a very young age that we get what we want when we throw a tantrum.
And American politicians, whether Democrat or Republican, now need to learn how to be the parent that does not cave in to the tantrums and does what's best for the child, which is the people.
Ain't nobody doing nothing that the people want.
The people. You do the will of the people.
Who's going to do that?
No, that's what the government's job is, to do the will of the people.
Yeah, they supposed to.
They supposed to, but they don't.
They're too far removed.
They don't, because they're not held to a standard. Remember, we put these people on pedestals because they come on TV and they got on ties, and people start looking at them like celebrities.
Yeah, extra lashes.
Celebrity. You're not a celebrity. You work for us, homie.
Not you.
You're not a celebrity.
We pay your bills.
We pay your bills. You don't got a guitar. You don't. Chill out.
Not a guitar.
You do this. This is what you do. You pass bills. You get the streets fixed. This is what I add. All that other fluff you talking about, do that.
You don't serve the lobbies. You serve the people.
Yeah, then you'll be a star.
But they definitely serve the lobbyists. You got certain lobbyists getting their palms green to pass certain laws and bills and policies. Like, this. Once you're in it, like, to see politicians work firsthand, like right there, everybody's exchanging envelopes, and it's just, all my friends and all contractors inside. Like, there are even mayors, okay, that are doing a lot of dirt on the ground level. So how the heck? No one has integrity. Politics is not about for the will of the people. It's about for the will of my pockets. And
it's
how
I'm paid for.
No, I disagree. Let's say this, because politics is like religion. At its base, is pure, so to speak. But once people get involved, it's corrupted.
It's tainted.
You know what I'm saying? So the politics on paper, just like certain laws and whatnot, you read it, it's fair. But once you put it into the hands of people, you got to deal with their motives and their personalities. That's where it gets.
And that's what politics is. Their motive,
that's
their
what life
policy,
is,
their place. Exactly. So at some point,
it's politics at the office. It's politics on the playground. It's politics in prison.
You gotta learn. It's either you learn you pay to play, because that's all it is to me. You pay to play, or you pay to buy out, and you say, you know what, I'm going to work on what I can work on and control what I can control, because to be honest, it's like a black hole that's never ending.
Well, think about it like this: everybody has their part to play.
Exactly.
The way you attack it might not be the way that I attack it, but we all have a part to play.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, I do want to say this. Thank y'all so much for pulling up and coming out. Y'all have been absolutely dope. Hey, Big Dave,
yes, sir.
The Business Bully. You have a book that you wanted to tell people about?
Oh yeah, man. So a lot of times we're talking about things that happen specifically, you know, when it comes to what's going on in the Black community, you know, the abortion industrial complex, how we're not getting what we need to get from our people, food deserts in Black neighborhoods. And so I wrote what I'm calling the Real Black Agenda. And I'm exposing everything, the entertainment industry, the political corruption, how folks are making money off of everything we do, how they're profiting off of Black pain. So you can't say, didn't nobody tell you? It's available in every bookstore everywhere in the country. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on thebusinessbully.com. It's absolutely everywhere. It's #1 in 4 categories. Make sure you check it. No fluff, no political BS, no pandering. It's the Real Black Agenda. Make sure you grab this book. It is absolutely phenomenal. So make sure you check that out. You can get it right now on Amazon.
Okay.
Get it right now on Amazon.
Respect.
I'm gonna be ordering it tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna order mine too as well. I love support. I love supporting us, and I also love learning. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so
All right.
much.
All right, so guys, as y'all see, we getting used to each other. You know, this was a nice dance. I enjoyed it. Hopefully y'all did too.
It's not gonna be nice all the time.
Good work, good work, people.
But it will be respectful.
It will be respectful. But
You disagree without being disrespectful.
Says who? You don't know if it's going to always be respectful.
These hands.
Well, I know I will be respectful, and from
up.
Lucky's reaction, I can assume that she will be respectful.
Exactly.
Love and light.
Love and light.
I'm a keyboard gangster. I ain't gonna ever see anybody, so I'm gonna talk all the trash I can. And if I ever do see y'all, I'm gonna cross the street because I'm gonna call the police. I'm calling the authorities.
Yeah, because your maga.
You're gonna cross the
Just
street.
lick your over your maga. So.
Huh?
That means you're skinny.
Oh yeah. See, you can translate that. Teach that to Biden.
You skinny bummer Clyde did.
Yeah. Oh.
Bummer Clyde Ross boy, skinny jeans. Okay, so guys, thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all are absolutely dope, man. Stop talking negative about LeBron. You're not about to do that to me today, Rick.
That's the comment that I was just reading.
You're not about to do that to me. You know what I mean? He's injured, okay? And he's 40.
You sure he's injured?
Sisters in the chat.
Hold on, man. LeBron's injured.
It's a conspiracy. Because
I don't believe that.
It's like Biden. He's just doing it.
The flopper.
That sounds like something that they sell at midnight on infomercials. The flopper.
Yeah, the flopper.
The flopper.
Nah, look, he the greatest of his time.
Hey, true business. Mika is on another show right now, going live, literally on another show. God dang it! She's y'all always glazing, man. I swear to goodness, y'all are something else.
We got fake news, fake LeBron.
Fake LeBron.
Biden's
I thought we was cool, bro.
Faking dementia. It's a whole bunch of fakes for them.
Y'all have a good night, though.
But yeah, y'all have a good night, guys. All of my blues, thank you so much for tapping in and helping out as always. Everybody who submitted a super chat, true business, thank you, brother. And to everybody else, thank you so much. Kesa, thank you for pulling up and being a part of this. I appreciate seeing your face and everything and all your comments as well. Everybody have an amazing weekend, and we will see you again on Tuesday night. Also, one other thing, help us come up with a name. Well, matter of fact, y'all come up with some names on Tuesday. If we don't already have ours, then we're going to pick something that you have. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one. Don't forget to check out this ad for anybody that want to learn how to do content creation. Y'all have an amazing night. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.